Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Lori's Stamping Creations. My name is Lori Helvick. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 1999, and I sure do appreciate you stopping by my live video this evening. So this is my Sunday Share a Card, and I have 6 cards right here with some new products and things like that from Stampin' Up! And we will get into these 6 cards in just a second. But I always like to do a recap of last Sunday night. And several people voted that they liked this card. And it's a real simple fun fold. If you missed it last week, I showed a pattern for this. It's 6x6 paper. And I showed the pattern to cut this in, 4 different pieces to make this card. So you can ask me for directions for this or just check last Sunday night's video and you'll be able to find that. Okay, but it's a real simple fun fold card. And like I said, somebody did vote for this and somebody will get this in the mail. And that somebody is Cindy C. So Cindy C, if you are watching, I will mail this to you. And thank you for everybody who voted last week. I really appreciate that. And now we're going to go ahead and get started on these 6 cards. And again, if you would like to receive some happy mail this week coming up, then please vote for your favorite of these 6, or you don't even have to vote. You can just let me know what you're doing this weekend, or just say hello, or any comment that you would like to make, and you will be entered in a drawing to get one of these cards. Okay, so let's start with card number 1. It's a real pretty happy birthday, and I used some circle dies, and I used this, I don't know if you can see this folder here on this piece. This was, embossed with the Paradise Garden embossing folder. So it's new. There's a suite of products called Paradise Garden. And I can bring in the stamps. I used a couple flowers from this bundle. And then I used the dies, of course, to cut them out, cut those flowers out. So Paradise Garden and that paper, which I have right here, I will show you 4 different pieces. So this is an online exclusive, this whole suite. The paper and the folder and the stamps and dies. So that's one side of the real pretty paper. And then the back side is just more of a plain, kind of blotchy images, if you will. Okay, and that's what I used for this piece here. Of course, you got your real pretty floral piece, and then I used the back side for this piece of using that designer paper. So again, this is card number 1. Oh, and I used real pretty ribbon. This is Berry Burst ribbon. Okay. So, and the paper is called Garden Poetry 12 by 12. So that's card number 1 if you would like to vote. Then we'll move on to card number 2, which is this one. Okay, so this designer paper comes from the Lovely Blossoms designer paper, and I use that a lot. If you've watched my videos before, you know how much I love that Lovely Blossoms DSP. And then this little piece here, this green old olive, that is actually a die, and I kind of softened it up a little bit, made it real pliable to put it through these holes. This is a scallop die that comes in the new Scalloped Wishes bundle. And like I said, this is just a piece of cardstock that I fit in there. And this die came from Lovely Arrangements. So if you can see this little die right here where my finger is, that's that real skinny die that I used to insert in that oval. Okay, so Lovely Arrangements dies, and then of course the Lovely Arrangements stamp set, which I also use a lot of. And that's where that flower and this leaf, old olive here, and the flower And then this embossing folder across the bottom, I don't know if you can see that. That is called Beautiful Pattern Embossing Folder. So I'll bring this in and maybe you can see that a little better. But that's one of my favorites. I really like this embossed pattern there. Okay, that's card number 2. All right, now we're moving on to a masculine, to a great guy. This is card number 3 if you are voting. And this was at my team meeting the other day. My team members got to make this as their make and take project. Okay, so I used crumb cake as my card base. Hi Sheila, thank you for watching. Crumb cake, and then a real simple, like I said, masculine card. I use the Mossy Meadow along with vanilla. But Nature Symphony is in the spring mini catalog right now. So I use this stamp and the sentiment that says to a great guy. Okay. And then the dies that go with Nature Symphony, this little one right here. Okay. So again, it's a real easy masculine card, and this pretty paper right here is also in that suite of products that's in the spring mini catalog, and it's called Nature Walk Designer Series paper. All right, this is card number 3. If you are voting, I sure would appreciate it. And then this is a fun fold. So this is card number 4, and sometimes you can get this to set up. You know, it's supposed to set up. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I'll hold it like this and you can kind of see it's just kind of like a box pattern there. And a real cute and simple fun fold. So I use the same designer paper here, this check and this red piece here, and then some with the berries. Okay, so this paper is one of my favorites right now. It's also in the Spring Mini catalog. It's called Cute as a Bug designer paper. And then I added the Springtime Scenes dies. So I used this die here, and of course the ladybug, and the sentiment that says sweet springtime. Okay, Springtime Scenes is an online exclusive, but I use the two-tone, this is Old Olive, and then paired with the Mossy Meadow and Real Red. And I thought this was a cute, fun fold card for spring. Okay, and if you are voting, this is card number 4. And some more new products that just came out. March 4th, I believe, is when these were released. I use this ribbon, which it's been around a couple months, and it's Misty Moonlight ribbon. And then these 2 pieces of designer paper come from Homemade Sweetness 12 by 12 paper. And don't you just love this little bow? That is a die cut. And strawberry slush. So I use the Misty Moonlight and the strawberry slush, and then of course white as my card base. Okay, and I will bring in this brand new product. It's filled with happiness. So the dies, that's where I got that little bow. And then this piece right here for my sentiment. You can see that. And you're just the sweetest, for the words from the stamp set. So I'm very fond of this set and this paper, and everything about this suite is really, really fun and whimsical to play with. Card number 5. All right, and last but not least, we have card number 6. Again, I use the heck out of this paper, and that's the paper pack that's called Lovely Blossoms. And these 2 dies right here, those layered images those are beautifully celebrated dies. Okay, so beautifully celebrated from the Spring Mini catalog. And then, of course, this paper pack is this 1, 2, 3 pieces of that paper come from the Lovely Blossoms. And again, these products are mostly online exclusives, except for, like I said, these dies are in the mini catalog. So I love Secret Sea and the cloud cover together. So that's kind of my color combo there with little old olive thrown in. Okay, card number 6. So we're going to bring them all back in backward order like I like to do. So this is card number 6, card number 5. The fun fold is number 4, 3, 2, and 1. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you do like one of these cards and vote for it so you might have a chance to get it in the mail. So again, thanks so much for stopping by, and until next Sunday, happy stamping. Bye-bye.